Hello everyone and welcome back to the third episode in this Create Mod tutorial series. Now, to start off, we have fans for the processing. This is just showing the 4 different methods of what you can do with fans for processing purposes. Now if I flick this on the gear shift, you'll see particles are going backwards, and if I stand here, well, it's currently on minimum speed, but if I set it back up, I stand here and it pulls you along. And they do have a pretty decent range when you turn the fan up. If I'm over here, and it does pull. Now the faster the fan spins, the faster it pulls or pushes you, and the further it blows. Same thing happens this way, but the particles change. And interesting thing with the others is that the campfire will burn you. The water does put you out. The lava will do twice as much damage, I think. Yeah. And then you have the soulfire, which gives you slowness and blindness. Now each of these do have uses. Now these are 4 different methods of processing. First you have bulk washing, which as you can see it's on the depot, although it would also work on the floor, and having a fan above this will also work. I mean, you can get 8 fans looking at one block, which I'll show later. So you have the sand being washed there. You can smoke things, which is for food. There's a bulk blasting, which is for ores and stuff you'd cook in a furnace normally. But if you try and cook food or stuff, then it will just burn and get destroyed. And finally you have haunting, which isn't a normal furnace function, but you will see what it does shortly. So let's look over this. We got some clay from the sand, which, if you look over here, you do get from bulk washing. Sand, 25% chance. Then we have baked potatoes, or jack potatoes, as you would expect. You get glass from smelting the sand, and then you get soul sand from haunting. Now you can do all sorts of processing. An interesting thing, which I'm not sure if it will work. Well, that failed. Interesting pathfinding you got there. Let's, horses you can figure out on your own when you're experimenting. And I did mention using multiple. There you can see you get nether quartz and gold nuggets from washing soul sand, which is useful if you get a soul campfire but don't want to go to the nether to get quartz. And then I mentioned the using multiple fans. If we come up here to this monstrosity, we do have 8 fans. Now to prove that the speed the fan's going, I suppose I can keep that maximum speed and then disconnect that. Change this to 1. I will then get some more sand. Let's go red sand. And I will then put this here and this here, and we'll see which one is done first. You'll see this is already done. That took like 6 seconds. Try again. Let's go soul sand, regular sand, and red sand. Put that on there. 5 seconds. And if we look down there, that stuff's only just done. So, the more fans you have washing a single block, the faster it washes. Now this, I've got water here, and I've also waterlogged the depot. You can't do that with any of the other methods. You have to have them a block further back so you can put the lava and stuff there. But it's definitely worth it if you want high volumes of stuff being processed. Now we can move on to... Oh, this is the crafting recipes for the gear shift and the encased chain drive. Both useful things that I did. I don't think I've shown the gear shift before. That you just power and it turns the thing the other way. And the chain drive you can place in a line, and that just works like that. Although you can rotate them on one axis, and then you can have it going this way, and then there. I don't think you can have it. Yeah, it has to be directly rotating. But you can have it like that, and then you can't rotate two of them, but you can put another one there. And then it's going up. Or going this way. So that's how the chain drives work. And then we can move on over to the nether side of things. Now this is a blaze burner. We will need two. So I'll just grab the ingredients and then... Yeah, you need iron sheets and netherrack. Iron sheets obviously use a mechanical press for, and netherrack you will need to go to the nether to get first. But that should be enough. So I head through to the nether. What you'll need to do is find a nether fortress, and then you can either wait for a blaze to spawn, which you can do like that, then right click on the blaze, oh there's another one there, and it enters the blaze burner, or you can simply right click on the spawner itself. Now that does not have any limit on it. If we head back into the overworld, we can now use the blaze burner underneath a mixer. Notice I had lava there. And that is because you need to fuel the blaze burner. Currently it looks kind of small. But if I take a zinc and copper ingot and put them both in, then give this guy lava, any furnace fuel works, but for the same length of time that it does, I get 2 brass ingots. Now brass you can put on casing, wood to make the brass casing, and I really should have gotten a wrench for this. But you can then use... Wait a second, does that not even pick up? Anyway, you can then get brass casing, which you can use for these things over here, mechanical crafters. Now you will need an electron tube, which you can make from rose quartz, which you get from... And I forgot to get myself sandpaper, didn't I? Oh yeah, you can make rose quartz with 8 redstone dust and 1 quartz. Then you need sandpaper, which you make with sand and paper. And then you simply put either it or the rose quartz in your offhand. And there you go. You get polished rose quartz. I'm realizing I will also need another crafting table because I am just incredibly good at counting out the resources for this. But I just realized how incredibly dumb it is that I need a crafting table and I also need a crafting table to craft the crafting table. Anyway, what you can do is make these things called mechanical crafters. Now you simply take... I do need to make that first. Wait, no I don't, I'm just 10 out of 10 gaming. You can simply make the electron tubes, then you can make a crafter with electron tube, crafting table, and brass casing. And you get 3 mechanical crafters each time. And then you can come over to this thing. This is a whole 24 mechanical crafters, and you need to get them all so that the arrows are pointing towards the right place. Don't worry if you mess up one, you can right click it with a wrench to rotate it. And once you make some sort of contraption like this, which totals, because it's 24, you will need 8 electron tubes, which is 8 quartz and a stack of redstone, as well as 8 iron sheets, 8 brass casings, and 8 crafting tables. And obviously to make that much brass you will need 4 each of zinc and copper. So with the numbers out of the way, you can get yourself andesite alloy, planks of any kind, and any stone. It has to be stone, not cobblestone, although you can also use andesite on any of the other rocks. Now what you can do is simply place them one by one like this. However, if we go around the back and I disassemble the entire wall I've made right here, then you'll see there are lines at the back, and if we disconnect all these outside ones by right-clicking between them, that's this casing, then we now get the entire thing linked up. And if we head back around the front, we can put one andesite casing and it fills in all of it. Now the planks you have to do one at a time. Then you give one andesite, and it goes incredibly slowly, because I slowed this down earlier. But if we head back over here, you may have missed that, so basically you put all the things there, and then it gives you these crushing wheels, which you can put over here, and I think they're spinning backwards. Now these take a whole lot of stress. I think it's like, yeah, high kinetic impact. I think it's 8 times the speed or something. I don't have the goggles, that's why. Yes, you can see it's 2048 stress units, or 8 times the RPM. Now if I take some cobblestone, you may think, wait a second, doesn't the millstone crush cobblestone? Yes. However, these do it a lot faster. I think they do like 16 at a time. Okay, apparently they just throw it out everywhere. Oh, it's because they're going... Wait, they're still going backwards, are they? I don't know why that's happening. But yeah, they crush like 16 at a time. And we put gravel back in there. It crushes that as well. Now you'll notice, if I look at the sand recipe, or recipes you can use, you can crush gravel, but it only gives you flint. You can crush gravel in crushing wheels and you get sand. Whereas you have to crush down sandstone in a mill. I suppose you can also do it there. So yeah, these generally allow you to crush more things. Anyway, thanks for watching. This should have been a bit shorter. I did try and make it more compact. Sorry this is like 2, possibly 3 days late, because I found myself constructing the copper pipe stuff, and then realizing, wait a second, I meant to be doing processing. And then I realized, wait, I meant to be doing brass the week after this. So yeah, we did brass processing here with the blaze burner, and I was going to do an entire video dedicated to various brass things next week, but I think I will do the copper pipe system, and then all of the stuff we've covered so far with the brass additions to it, including everyone's favourite things, precision mechanisms. So that will be the 6th episode. No, this is episode 3. Next one will be copper. The one after, episode 5, will be brass, and then we're pushing the power sources back to episode 6. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!